This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in last class, let me take a new file. So div span, this is a concept we have to go over. Div is a tag, span is a tag. Div is container element and div is block level element. Block level element. So how div waving? Div open, div close. And why div for div nothing but division? So inside the division, I can able to put a number of elements. See, suppose inside div, I can place h1.
Yeah.
Inside div, I can place forms, form open, form close.
Yeah.
See, yeah, please. Am I audible, right?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
So inside div, we can able to put a number of elements. And there is a one more tag called span tag.
Yeah.
And span also container tag. Span also container tag. You can open span, you can close tag, span. Okay, so span open, at the same time span close. But span also having some text. You can place some text or you can place some element. You can place any number of things inside span. What is the major difference between the div and span? And span is container tag. One more thing. Span is inline tag. So what is this? What is this block level? What is this inline? Let me take this is your body. And inside body, for example, if I'm going to be taking a division, division is blocking the complete width of the page.
Yeah.
Div is blocking complete width of the page, but span is not blocking complete width of the page. Span is blocking a specific area, and you can able to place a number of spans at the same row. You can able to place a number of elements in the same row, and this is the div. Okay, div is occupy full width of the page, but
Yeah.
span is not occupy full width of the page.
Yeah.
So let me take one simple example. How div and span both are going to be adjusting, and let me take this one 7 by 6, sorry 7 by 2. Inside 7 by 2 I'm just placing the nodes. Let me take one simple program about div and span. Div span dot html, every file saving with dot html, and let me take a div, and one more thing, let me take a span. So for visualization, I will place some content inside the div and span. So this is div, and here this is span. Let me take some small CSS to adjust colors for the div and span. Div background color something like red, span background color something like blue. Okay, fine. Let me run this, and where the div is going to be adjusted. So can you see, observe div blocked the complete width of the page. That is the very reason I'm calling div as a block level element. Span is inline element. Span is not occupying full width of the page. You can take a number of spans side by side. Let me give the color red, color white. You can give a number of spans line by line, side by side. See, can you see this? Yep, you can take a number of spans side by side.
Yeah.
But div content is very less. Even though content is very less, the element which is going to be occupying full width of the page, it is not allowing another element in the same row. That's a problem with the div. Okay, so now we try to understand what are the different kind of elements container like block level, what are inline. So let me tell you, some of the elements are block level elements, some of the elements are inline elements. So block level, all headings are block level elements, h1 to h6, and div is block level, paragraph is block level, paragraph is block level, and all other remaining elements are inline elements. So inline, suppose for example span is inline, img tag is inline, and hyperlinks a tag inline, and iframe inline, and form inline. You can take a number of other elements. All other elements are actually inline elements. But division, headings, paragraphs or block level elements. Block level means blocking full width of the page. Blocking full width of the page is called block level elements. Some of the element not blocking full width of the page, that is what actually inline elements. So we try to get understand how many block level elements are there, how many inline elements are there. And let me check what is the last class and what are the pending topics for. So last class is this, I think so. And let me check the notes. Yeah, divs plan inline block level, fine. Next one, last concept is forms. How we can define forms? Basically, forms are very important in the real time. There are multiple forms you can able to generate, like sign in form you can do, and sign up form you can do, registration form you can do, registration form you can do. Every website need forms. And one more point, forms create from form tag. Forms create from form tag, and form open, form close. Inside form, we can put multiple inputs, and inputs having a lot of types. See, can you see and observe? There are multiple kind of input types which are going to be available inside the form. Some of the input types are HTML4, some of the input types are HTML5. For example, type text, and input is going to be having self-closure tag, and some other attribute called placeholder. Placeholder basically predefined text what you want from default text. Default text will be placed in the placeholder. And there are multiple kind of input types which are going to be available. And let me write all the ones. Type text is there, type password is there, type email is there, type number is there, type reset is there, type radio is there, type checkbox is there, and type submit is there, type file is there, type color is there, type tell is there, type week is there, type date is there. So like this, there are multiple input types. But whenever you want to divide form into sections, form section, how to define section for the form? That section is going to be nothing but field set. So field set open, field set close. Field set should be inside form. Field set should be inside the form. That's it. Okay. One form can contain a number of field sets. One form can contain a number of field sets. At the same time, a field set have one more tag called a legend tag. Legend for title of the field set. Title of the field set. You can write something like title, something like first. And this is the title of the field set. Then you can write multiple inputs inside it. You can take input type text over there. So I can able to have multiple inputs inside the first field set, and I can able to have multiple inputs in the second field set. So this one, but all the field sets containing inside the form. Try to understand. how the things are going to be happening. Yeah. See, for example, uh, this is your form. This is your form, and your form is going to be having multiple field sets. Field sets or sections of the forms. One, two, three. Three field sets I'm going to be taking. And this is form. And inside the form, we will be having the field set 1, field set 2, field set 3. Each and every field set which is going to be having some legend. Legend is the title of the field set. And you can write a number of attribute, a number of form tags, input types here. That's all. That's all actually a form is. That's all actually a field set is. That's all actually a legend is. Just try to understand how the things are going to be happen.
This conference will now be recorded.
Let me take some sign in form first of all. Sign in, sign in.html, and how sign in will be. So let me take form first of all, and inside this I'm going to be taking a field set. Field set is going to be having something like a legend. Legend is sign in. Okay, after this legend, I want to take input type text. Input type text. Placeholder. Enter username. And one more input. Input type. This one is password. And the placeholder is enter password. Fine. One more input. Input type submit. And this kind of submit type we should be providing value. Value will be sign in. Okay, fine. This is my form. This is simple registration form. Sorry, this is simple sign in form. And sign in form I need to make adjust in center of the screen. When you want to put this form center of the screen, you put a center tag. Center tag is going to be wrap your form into center of the page. And let me give the form width is equal to something like 50%. Form is going to be having one property called form property, width property. And sorry, this one is not adjusting. So let me go to style sheet for this width 50% and the border radius 10 pixel I'm going to be providing. Now you can see. Now you can see you'll be having form, and form is going to be having field sets, and field set is going to be having legend. Legend is sign in. Let me take break for this. Break. So why break? For breaking line. Why break? For breaking line. So the number of fields you can able to adjust in center of the screen, and enter username, enter password, and click on sign in. That's it. That's it. And clicking on sign in, directly sign in happening, but I don't want to make happen sign in without entering username and password. Then what I want to do is I want to give another attribute called required attribute. What required can do, it is a pre-validation for the form. Without entering the values, you can't able to submit the form. Click on sign in. So please fill the first field. Without filling the first field, you can't able to submit the form. Okay, so let me write something like Srini and click on sign in. Again, it is asking, please fill in the field password. It is asking, so let me give the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then click on sign in. It is going to be submitting the form. This is what actually sign in form is. And let me go to sign up now. Take this, take new program, paste here, save it as sign up.html. So I'm just copying and pasting the complete program, and same form, same field set, and this time I want to change my input types. This is what actually called a registration form or sign up form. Sign up. Okay, for sign up, what are the fields required? Input type first name. Sorry, input type text. This need a placeholder. Enter first name. Enter first name. Then and it is required field. It is required field. This is actually first name. At the same time, enter last name. Enter last name. And this is also and name details here. Name details. After name details, I want to take one more field set. I want to take one more field set, and here I should provide contact details. Contact details. Okay, type tell placeholder enter contact number. Enter contact number, and it is also required. This one email. Type email. Enter mail ID. Okay, fine. Next. Registration, user registration. This is user registration. Next, anything required? Let me take one more field set. This field set is something like sign up here. Sign up here. Okay, for sign up, what I want to do is input type reset. Value reset. Reset is one thing, and finally sign up. Input type. Input type. This will be something like submit, and value will be submit again. Fine. This is what actually two inputs I'm taking. One is a reset, one is a submit. Let me run this. Okay, good. So we got the name details, we got the contact details, and click on sign up. And gender selection, can I take gender selection? Yeah, I'll take gender selection. For gender selection, I'll take one more field set. Field set and legend gender, select the gender. Select gender here. And for gender, I want to give the input type radio and should be male. Male. This is the male field. Let me take one more female others. Female others. Okay, so this is going to be having value and name. Name for gender, value male, and this is going to be having value female and the name gender. And here value others, name gender. Fine, you can see the browser. You will be having the good form, and now click on submit. We could not able to submit the form without entering the first name and last name, and contact details, email ID also required. And here selection, gender selection, any one of the checkbox, sorry, radio button you have to select. You are giving the name, first name, last name, and you are giving the contact details. And one more field missed: creating password or choosing password. This is sign up form, right? So password, create password, create password field, and input type password, placeholder, enter password. Okay, I'm checking one more thing. Type password, re-enter password. re-enter password. So fine. So user registering into the website, he need to be entered first name and last name, and he need to be enter contact number and email ID, and he need to be create password, enter password, re-enter password, or choose password, whatever it may be. Choose password. Can I write like yeah, choose password without enter? Choose or create password. Okay, so that's it. Create password. This is create password. Better you can give that, and create password, re-enter password, choosing the male or female, and clicking on submit. If I'm going to be clicking on submit, it is not going forward. You need to give the values. Submit. Okay, so last name is also required. Submit. Contact number asking. So let me give the contact number. Click on reset. Reset is going. Everything is going. Okay, 3G 93903890007, and click on submit. Email ID. Email ID asking. So I'm giving email ID. If I'm giving email ID and click on submit, it will not submit the form. Why? Because of email ID, we need to give the right valid email ID. So should give this, and it will go now. Click on submit. Submitting. So password also required, and this is also required field, and even this is also required field. So required field. Okay, so we have to give all the values. Without entering all the values, your form cannot able to submit. Just try to check out how these field sets are going to be working for your form. Next, I'll go for registration form. This is a big form. Okay, registration for the course, registration.html. Now we'll paste everything here. So Control C, Control V. Okay, now this time this form is registration form, and if you want, you can put the heading for registration on top. Let me go to H1 or H2. Registration form. Registration form. Can you cut this? Put inside center. So registration form. Now here name details, contact details. Okay, those things are actually required. And here the person register for something. Register for course. The password not required here. Name details, contact details, gender selection, then choose course, field set, legend, choose course. And this time I'm going to be taking input type checkbox. That's it. And for this I want to give the value for HTML. Okay, full stack. And let me take one more. Yes, fine. This will be data science. This will be DevOps. This will be mobile apps. Fine. Can you see and check the output? Okay, this will be a registration form, and user can able to choose the checkboxes here for course, join, male, female, others. Something is going to be selecting. Any one of the checkboxes, sorry, any one of the radio button need to be selected. But checkboxes you can select multiple checkboxes you can able to select. Click on submit. All these fields are required fields. We have to go for the fields. Yeah, this is what actually the thing is, and user may have some comments. Then let me write a comment box. Text area, calls 40, rows 30. And that's it. This is comment section. Text area we can able to create. Text area is parent type. Let's see how this box is going to be high. My God, this is too many rows. 10 rows, 10 columns. 10 rows, 10 columns. Now that's it. And no, that's not good. Okay, you can take comment section separate one. You can take in separate field set, and here legend comments below. Comments below. This one you put here. This one you put here. Then you can see the form is not going to be disturbed. But what is happening? Rows are more. Okay, fine. This is already in zoom one. Yes, this is good now. You can make it a comment box side, something like this. And check out how many rows you want, how many columns you want. Rows 3, columns 10. Now this is good, I think so. You can able to write some comments over there.